Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Best match! Sparkling. Okay, we all ready for this?
Sparkling.
Fire Dragon.
All right,
Jared, are you ready? Steve, are you ready?
And which combo is it? That's the question.
Okay, here we go. Best match.
Yeah,
Welcome everyone to the Rider Time Archive here on the Morphin Network. I'm Mike Time Rider Zero, your host, and we are doing the triple proxy war on this cluster of episode. Yes, we are a three-man squad this time around with me, my teammates, Jared, Dombro, Taro Fury, and our special guest, Steve Vasquez, all the way from Northern Hokuto.
You got to give me the farming area.
I mean, you do live in a desolate area.
Yeah, but there's life here, not like in Northern Hokuto.
Yeah, just catching strays today. Happy New Year to that.
I know. Such disrespect.
The disrespect. Hey,
the disrespect.
Hey, it could be worse. At least you don't have like Morphin Master Zato peeping on you while you're sleeping.
I mean, yeah, it could be worse. I mean, like, I could be Gotchard right now.
Yeah. Or Ghost.
Or Ghost. I could be Ghost.
Or Daichi. Not even Iki or Sakura, like specifically Daiji.
Wow. No love for the
Shots fired, man. We're about to get a Rider war started here.
It's been a Rider war.
Yeah. No,
that Pride war. But,
Yeah, but those people. I mean, you defend who you love. I'm not slamming you, but man, the writing. That was the problem. The writing is the problem.
So before we get into this episode, Steve, you were not here last time, and you really wanted to give your piece on the last cluster of episodes. So you want to quickly go over that?
Well, just to sum it all up, because we got to get to this review. My apologies to the people that I was not here. Obviously, I work in a casino, so there's a lot that goes on. I was just what is going on? It was literally, again, another domino effect that Night Rogue is lost or he's gone. He gets he's just like, wait, what? Is he gone? Is he dead? Is the build hazard that came up was like, wait a minute, so you built an upgrade that increases your hazard levels, but it allows you to go berserk.
Best berserk form ever.
I'm like, yeah, it is literally the best berserk. I'm just being biased for Oz because Oz is one of my favorite riders. That one, the Puchitera combo was, it kind of reminded me of that, but instead of it, like, at least Build has control over it until he like loses it.
Yeah.
And that was like, wait, what's going on? He went black. We went from Gunpla to 3D modeling right off the bat.
It's like it's symbiote build.
Yeah. It was Venom. It was literally Venom. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Jared.
It's the best hazard form because when he goes berserk, you have all these riders before build and after build that just go like straight angry yelling berserker.
Yeah. That was the thing that I was kind of like, no, he's got control, but it's silently. It's
like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. It's the shape.
It's silent, deadly. He does not know what he's doing. He's like, you are a victim. Mm-hmm. Everyone's a victim.
Everyone's a victim.
Like, first he had no ops. Now when he has Hazard, everybody's his off. You can be his mother, and you within his sight.
Everyone. It's like, yeah, but it's like he could have stopped. It's like that's why he goes for the switch, but it's like sometimes he's like, no. It's a Jekyll and Hyde relationship, really, with that form.
This is his PTSD. Like he literally stops being I like how we mentioned like Venom. He stopped basically. This is Peter Parker stopping being Spider-Man.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, he started. Yeah, the black suit just went full out. Bonjo's new. I guess it's an upgrade to the base suit. That one is.
It's debatable.
It's like, I mean, it's the suit, but it's like he's not using the way he transformed. It's a new belt.
It's like Gaim, where
like a Shin Zangetsu.
Yeah. It's it's the same.
Or
and it's crazy because like when you think about it, G3X is considered the final form of G3, but he does wear a different belt for it. I mean, it looks identical.
Yeah.
To be fair,
that's the thing that I think I think like Gaim started it where it's like, well, it's the same device, it's the same bottle, but it's just in a different henshin device.
Yeah. Or like Ghost, how Ghost had his first form, then his winter form, and then spring form was just that giant
Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to his main belt for his final form. So it's like that essentially.
Yeah. So, a lot of surprises with forms and also with just Gentoko just disappearing. Night Rogue is like we think he's gone, but it's like, dude, this is Night Rogue. It's not, but leading into that
Life with Derek, you think it was over, but it's so not over.
It's so not over. And just I was like, this is this the same build that I started with, because it just feels like a totally different show now, because now we're focusing on focusing on a war now.
To be fair, Gaim started off with Stomp the Yard or or Step Up, but then like it quickly like turned into freaking modern day Game of Thrones. Like literally that show ends with dragon powered Jon Snow versus White Walker Jaime Lannister, which actually sounds like a way cooler conclusion than what we ended up with in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And the show was on its 4th season when the finale of Gaim came out, to be fair. It's like we didn't even know, technically we didn't know that Jon Snow was a Targaryen, though we had our suspicions.
Right.
But we're thinking it's cool.
It just again, like I said, it's snowballed, and this thing just didn't snowball. It literally caused an avalanche of like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? And why did we stop? I kept watching. I kept watching up to these episodes. So now we're at present day. Now we're at present day with this review.
Yeah, it's funny that like we're gonna be talking about rabbits a lot in this review, and like
a lot of rabbits.
Avalanche, because freaking I remember this Russian cartoon I used to watch as a kid, and there was like a Christmas episode, and then it's like Tom and Jerry, except it's a wolf and a rabbit, and like the wolf is like, "Hey, rabbit," and like a little bit of snow falls on his head, and it's like, "Hey, rabbit," and then like a bit more snow falls on him. He's like, and then a massive avalanche just like.
Ain't that a Tex Avery cartoon?
That sounds like Tex Avery.
That sounds like Tex Avery very much.
Man, you know the Soviet Union. They would rip off anything that's popular in America and then just like play it like 10 years later, or do the complete opposite and just release The Mask on VHS while in the Soviet Union while it's still playing like in theaters in America. Because that actually happened. Like freaking like, and that's not the only movie that it happened to. Like even Steven Spielberg's like, "Oh, I'm doing a world premiere. It's gonna be like, and I'm gonna do a special limited time screening in the Soviet Union. It'll be the first time people in the Soviet Union will ever have a chance to see this movie that I made." but then by the time when he actually gets to the Soviet Union, everyone already has it on VHS.
Yeah. And it always
Everyone already has it on VHS. It didn't even come out on VHS in the US yet.
All right.
Pirate, они очень странные. Okay, let's go. But yeah, so here we are. We're going to talk about episodes 23 through 28 of Kamen Rider Build. And yes, you're not seeing double, but also you actually are seeing double. Yes, that is Build and Build having not one, but two super forms. So here we go.
It's just too much.
Yeah, so where we last left off, Sento did defeat Greece in that proxy war, which means that technically Toto should have dominion over Hokuto, but because Hokuto made a lot of bad decisions gambling on this war, Sato just took over from the back door, and yeah, now all the farmers are held hostages, and we are introduced to guys that look suspiciously familiar. Yeah.
See, that's why you gave me Northern Hokuto. Jesus Christ.
No, it's because it's like the two of us are like native to this channel. You're the guest. You're the immigrant, the tourist. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing.
Jesus Christ.
Happy New Year, guys. Jeez.
It's just rolling with the welcomes right now. The white guy is saying it too.
Yeah, right?
Whoa, hold up. First of all,
whitest of white. The Russian
First of all, that's racist. I'm not Russian, I'm Ukrainian. Second, despite the fact that I glow in the dark, according to a certain ex of a certain person who shall remain nameless, I am, and I quote, not white enough.
Well, yeah, you're watching a Japanese TV show.
But also because, I'm not exactly Scandinavian or Germanic or Saxon.
Well, you still gave me the bad farmlands and now holding my people hostage. So
hey, I'm not the one holding your people hostage.
Ain't it always the way? We're just minding our business, tending our fields, and next thing you know,
that's why you got to be our third member to help us in the proxy war. That's why you have to be our third member in the proxy war to regain the farmland.
The farmland that ain't producing jack.
Yeah. But if we get our hands on the Pandora's box, it might start producing jack once more, and then everyone's dad could be like, see this dirt? See this dirt? My son protected this dirt. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still crying over that episode of Blazar because Teriyaki finally, after 20 episodes out of 25, got his. I'm still not over it. I'm still not over it.
Yep, no. Yep. Oh, you're here, Teriyaki. Okay, yeah, we should give you an episode. Okay, that's for the Blazar, but now we're back to holding farmers hostages.
Yeah. So like Owlboy, like he tries his best. But he should have like read some Brian Jakes novels, because trying to take down a fortress on your own does not usually end well. But yeah, no, we are met with some familiar faces. More or less. Where have we seen this before? Oh, definitely not a movie that we assumed that you already saw.
I have not seen any movie, sadly to say. Not yet, though.
Yeah, these are like reused. These are recycled versions of the gear suits from Generation Final. In the movie, they were red and blue. Here they are white and cyan. Why they changed the colors? I have no.
to be like not to copy build. The red and
Build
blue. I'm
copying
like,
itself.
yeah, build copying itself. But now we're dealing with gears. I mean, I looked at these guys and I'm like, I might feel like I've seen them in a video game. Like they're the grunt soldiers in a video game.
Yeah, they really should be. Yeah. So here's the thing. They are completely different characters from that scientist from the movie, and they are writers working for Namba Industries.
Yes.
Yeah, they're child soldiers, and and they are very obedient to their master, to their daddy.
It's always the old man in like the ceremonial gi with his cane. I'm just like, God, it's Saint Seiya.
I was like, we're watching.
You know,
I didn't know we were watching Amazon.
Black Sun and Amazon did it too.
Yeah, it's always the old man, and sometimes he has a beard, but he's very like serious looking, and he's always like, let me guess, this guy's got like an army of soldiers he's raised as children, right? Like, there you go. I knew it.
All I know is December 17, Wagon 17, Beetle, King. Binary, non-binary. Yeah, see, I just combined like kill codes from like 3 different sources.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up, are we waking up the Winter Soldier now? Like, what are we doing here?
We're waking up the Winter Soldier. We're waking up the Green Baby. We're waking up the Donna Doctor.
Yeah.
We're waking all of them up. And more importantly, we are waking up the Avengers Soldiers.
Yeah, no, it looked like it reminded me of the movie Universal Soldier, if anyone remembers that one.
Oh, yeah.
Just, very, very like young kids getting like, like, well, yeah, with this kind of theme that's going on, it fits properly. I didn't want it to happen, but it does fit.
Child soldiers in Tokusatsu it's just par for the course at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, while they did try to like rescue Owlboy, they did fail though. He's dead. He's like, leave me.
That was so hard to watch. He sacrificed himself to protect Greece.
And I'm like, at this point, we all know what's coming. All 3 of them are gonna die this time.
It was just like there was no hope. It was like
after Blue, there was no hope for the rest.
Yeah, it's like you think like, oh, maybe these 2 guys could become, or at least one of them would become, like a 4th rider, maybe like 4th rider in terms of the good guy roster. Nope, like once that 2 of 3 guys are gonna die, all 3 of them are gonna die.
If you're not a Kamen Rider, you're not coming out of this alive. That's pretty much
actually, even if you are a Kamen Rider, you're not coming out of this alive because we've seen riders bite the dust before, like Punch Hopper. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I think the most satisfying rider biting the dust, I think we can all agree, is Mr. September 13th himself.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like we watch it happen in 2 different ways, and they're both very satisfying. And one of those 2 times was done by a guy who speaks entirely in English. Give me the belt.
Sorry to crash the party. Henshin. Oh my god.
Give me the belt.
The second I saw that,
magic fingers. Good to see you guys. Taking care of you guys is also part of my job.
Seeing a guy talking complete English when you're first getting into Tokusatsu is weird.
Yeah, no, but and it could be worse. Like, at least he became a writer and got screen time as a writer. Like it could be worse. Like you could either have like the basic package where like, oh, you're that one dude in the helicopter and you just have the 1 line of dialogue. Kamen Rider, and then the helicopter explodes. Or you get the really insulting package where you have speaking lines for 33 episodes, and then you finally get to transform, and then the camera conveniently zooms in on the other guy, and then next shot of you is you unmorph, getting thrown out a window and losing your transformation privilege.
You're not over that, huh?
I am never gonna get over it. And you know what's the worst part of it is? They are a Black Panther and a White Tiger. Like between Chadwick and Jason, like, come on, we need a hero.
Wow.
Of those motifs.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. No, but they were both fantastic, and we'll miss them.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And like, we could have had these two guys carry their legacy. We never could see it.
Unfortunately, I haven't had any word on if they came back in the latest Godchild crossover movie. If they did, that'd be pretty sweet.
Or Lisa Visa next.
Yeah, like if they did, we would have definitely heard something. We would have seen screenshots like they finally became Riders type stuff, you know?
Yeah, come on, Toei. Like the closest we get are like 2 or 3 Filipino actors and 1 Argentinian actor.
You gotta take baby steps, man.
Baby steps. But the thing is, we already took baby steps. We just need to take toddler steps. We like you'd think we'd be at the point where we're taking toddler steps.
They had a black guy voice the Morpher in Mega Ranger, for God's sakes. We've been taking steps forever.
And we had a black guy co-sing the O's theme song.
And we had a black guy who was the chief in Lupin.
Yes! Power Ranger.
Yeah.
We have been taking steps.
Don't forget MC Check It Out. Who, by the way, played Yasuke in the anime.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that Jaden Smith thing? I'd rather not remember that. Is my pen.
All right, so.
Okay, but yeah, no, and then we get the reveal of this mysterious Saito Raider.
I need a minute with this. This has been bothering me for years. It's bothering me now. I need to do it. It's his suit. It's that damn helmet. Every time.
We were just talking about that.
We were just
sticker. Why? What was Toei doing?
Wait. That stickers. What? I didn't see it in the show.
That has been on that helmet forever. That never left my memory core.
It's on the helmet in the show.
Yes.
I looked at screenshots. I didn't see it.
That's been there. I'll never forget that.
Is that like the caution, like fragile handle with
that fragile helmet? Like what's fragile? Fragile helmet? Fragile ego?
It's fragile.
Fragile must be Italian.
You're going to like, oh my god. Okay, now for everyone out there, I mean, I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm gonna be looking for that. If I see, I'm gonna be definitely looking for that. If it's on there, I'm like, wow.
That never left my memory. I was always.
But I will say this: now that we do have a crocodile themed Kamen Rider, well, we had technically we had another one in the movie, but he only shows up in the movie, so you could be excused for forgetting it. Now that we legit have a in-show Crocodile Rider, I can finally make fun of the way people have been mispronouncing the word Kamen Rider.
You are, yeah, that is true.
This is a Kamen Rider. This is a Kamen Rider. This is a Kamen Rider. Learn the difference. Learn the difference.
But people are like, "What's a caiman?" It's a species of crocodile, crocodile.
I feel like Toei did that on purpose because they know at this point there are English speakers watching Kamen Rider and they're probably getting confused. Like, what's a Kamen Rider?
It's like they see the A followed by a consonant followed by an E, and they're thinking, "Oh,
and it's like what we were saying. It's like people say Kamen Rider, and other people say Kamen." Like they actually emphasize the A in saying it, but it's like it's either common or come in, like that, or came in or whatever.
Like what is this Kamen Rider?
I just kind of see it as say it as you will, because we usually use names, so it's like, oh yeah, you're a fan of Build, you're a fan of Oz, you're a fan of Kiva, of Kabuto. It's like, the Kamen Rider is just like, It's merely the title of the writer itself. Like,
If
who
you
is
know,
the
you
writer?
know.
Yeah, there's millions of, like, how many? It's like, well, who's this writer? That's O's. That's Ichigo. That's Strong. That's Sky Rider. You know, that's the actual name.
like even in Sentai, if you really think about it, like the team name is their
It's their
surname,
motif. It's
while
the
like
motif
the
along
color
with.
or number is their given name. So it's like, for example, like Boken Red, like first name Red, last name Boken, comma Red.
Well, it's also kind of like when they say the teams. It's like whenever, like, a show starts, it's like, like Go, like Engine Sentai Go Onger, or like whatever. It's like, it's basically, Sentai is gonna be in there regardless. Sentai is always in there.
Because like people see my name like Boken Kabuto, and they're like, sorry, and they start calling me Boken. Hey Boken, what's up? Hey Boken, what's good? And I'm like, my name is Kabuto.
Yeah, no, but you're the one who chose. I'm like, it's either or.
Yeah, right.
It's either or, because again, the fandom, the fans are gonna be like, wait, are you do you want the Sentai or the Rider reference?
The entire I wanted the entire 2006 superhero time thing, because Kabuto's my favorite writer, Boken Red's my favorite ranger. So
yeah, not bad choices.
I even made my own roll call, Tokei Bokensha.
Oh, can I say something about when this Kamen Rider first appeared that I thought was like, wait, what? But at the same time, I'm like, that's kind of proper. Was when we see the silhouette of the man, like, in the warehouse, right?
Yeah.
And we hear like the whole like ready, and then just like shake, and then you hear the dun dun
dun dun.
Yeah, I was like, wait, is this a shark? Is this like, no, it's a fucking alligator. It's like, no, but I'm like, it's still proper though, because can you imagine, like, if people don't remember that Jaws ripoff alligator, that was like filmed in Los Angeles. I'm like, yeah, instead of a killer shark, it's a mutated alligator from the sewers.
Like Mega Shark versus Gatorsaurus or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but I'm like, but I kind of believe that that an alligator, well, maybe not an alligator, a crocodile definitely can grow to the size of that beast. And I was just like, they're referencing Jaws, and it's not even a shark.
Well, I mean, we just mentioned how Hazard was more like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees.
Hollywood is getting good Hollywood is getting referenced in these episodes. I will say though, I think we were talking about this before the podcast happened, again with the helmet, just how Mike was saying that the helmet is so what was the word, Mike? It was
asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical.
It's like at first glance it looks completely symmetrical.
It looks perfect. Like, it's like, oh, look, just divide him. It's literally a cardboard cutout. But there is one difference there's a literal if you tilt the Kamen Rider and look at it like this way, you're gonna see that the eye is on what would be my right.
Yeah, his right,
lower chin. There's an eye. Yeah, and the other one there is no eye.
But
and Mike was literally like PTSDing about it.
It's like the mole from Austin Powers.
You were literally Death the Kid. You were literally Death the Kid at that moment, because it is perfectly asymmetrical except for the eye that's in the lower right side of the helmet. That's the one thing that
is asymmetrical. Everything else is
everything is symmetrical except for that one eye that's right there that you were just like,
and it just stands out too.
It's poking at it. Like, no, you were literally Death the Kid from Soul Eater. You were
bloody mole. I'm not supposed to talk about the bloody mole.
You were foaming at the mouth,
staring in the face. That's chop it up and make it guacamole.
I can't unsee it.
Now that you see it, right? Because I was like, wait a minute. So if this is because usually the motif is there in the helmet, because of course Rabbit Tank, you know, you have the dragon. But I was like, wait,
okay,
so
I see
so
it.
now so now if you look at can we say the name
sideways?
Can we say
how
can
Yamayuki said?
we say the name of the rider? We know its name in this episode. Obviously, it's
Rogue.
Crocodile in Rogue, or just Kamen Rider Rogue at this point.
Yeah.
If you look at him, he's just perfectly like balanced, except for that one eye that's right there.
But because that one eye really stands out, like you can't help but constantly
it's proper though, because if you look at him, like you're looking at the crocodile from the side, not from the front.
I know what you're saying. I agree with you.
That's what he was convulsing about. That's what he was foaming at the mouth, and like. Like, wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And it's like, and he just like he pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, really, that little thing? That's what you're getting on about? I'm like, most riders. I mean, I think the perfect example has to be Oz. That if you were to take him, he's like symmetrical through and through.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that Rogue. Kamen Rider Rogue, it would be, except for that one. If you didn't point it out, I would have never noticed until like, wait, oh yeah. But when he transformed the first time, there was a glow right there. So I was like, wait, what's that? Oh, it's the eye. Okay, so I see it now. Okay, but you have to go foaming at the mouth. It's like
it's not exactly foaming at the mouth.
It's not right.
I didn't say it wasn't right. I'm just saying it's like I didn't know. I went like 5 years. It's more like 6 years.
You were
not noticing.
I would give you a paper bag to breathe in, just to be like, wait, what? Okay. So Rogue is a alligator crocodile Kamen Rider with a purple. Bring up the boy. Bring him up with a purplish black white. What would that's green, like a teal green motif.
That is
it's a great design,
and it's a crocodile, and it's a crocodile's like if the crocodile's coming out of the water on his chest, like it's literally doing that. It's like doing the death stare.
Okay.
If we're explaining it that way, it makes sense.
It's I think it's great. Mole removed. I think that's honestly a great look, and no joke. I think I still have, when I went to the Kamen Rider diner in Ikebukuro, after spending amount, like they gave you prizes, and I think I pulled a pin of Rogue, not knowing who he was.
I still have my Night Rogue figure. Either I have it or my nephew has it. I'm like, I think so far out of all the new riders I've seen, and especially in this show, because it's very creative with its riders, I'm like, Rogue himself, I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I like that design.
I would, if anything, I would be like less distracted by that eye if the other side had the same mold, but they just did not paint it green. Like they would just keep it like one solid purple.
It'd be like that question: do you see two Batmans kissing, or is it just Wolverine?
Exactly.
Like that. Like just stop. I'm like, it's a sweet design. I'm like, Prince would be proud of this look.
I bet you Prince,
design. Rest in peace. Prince would wear this.
I'm not hating on the design. I'm just saying, like, I did not notice. Like, I did not notice a bit of asymmetry, like when I first watched it, and then for like the last 6 years, I still did not notice it until I rewatched it, like literally today.
I don't know. I noticed it right away when he transformed, because I was like, "What was that glow?" It like the silhouette and then armor, and then like there was a glow right there. I was like, "Oh, it's the eye. Oh, now I see it." Okay, yeah. So I was like, "Okay, I saw the chest."
We're just learning so much about this show.
But it just really stands out. So like I can't help but like stare at it. You know, it's like that's the only thing about it.
That is possibly like the most thing that I was like, out of all the things that we could comment about these episodes, it's like eye. There's an eye on it. I'm like, okay.
We're not supposed to talk about the bloody eye, but there's a bloody eye stick.
Come on, bring it down. Bring it down a little bit more. Now, okay, so this Kamen Rider shows up, and obviously where a throwdown happens between our two boys, Build and Bonjo, and they punch him, and it's like nothing's doing anything. They're like they punch him, they hit it everywhere.
They tried
it's
everything.
Like he's not even moving. It's like, dude, this gator is sturdy. This gator ain't cheap.
He would have had to go into this form, and it did nothing.
Yeah, Sparking didn't do anything. It's like,
well, he has to use Hazard. So he has to use Hazard now.
Yeah, he has to. A rabbit is fighting a gator. It's the battle of Merlin and Madame Mim.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rabbit versus a crocodile.
We just went straight Looney Tunes here today.
Yeah, we went. No, that's Disney. Sad to say.
Yeah. It's like even after their first skirmish, like there's no rest for Sento, because as soon as he gets back, he gets the floor mopped by Bloodstark, and he even like takes his bottles. It's like, bro, you weak. I thought you could do better, but you're weak.
Wasn't that in the next episode?
Yeah, that is the next episode.
Okay, so we're already in the next episode.
Yeah, we're already in the next episode.
Okay. We're just going through it.
We're going through it. We're going through it.
We're going through it. We're just talking. All right.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's funny how counterintuitive it was. It's like we just spent like 10 solid minutes just talking about the design of this one.
Yeah, we just went straight. It's that good, okay? Let's leave the damn Kamen alone. It is that damn good, okay?
The design,
No. Put that away, because I know what you're gonna do, and you're gonna be pointing at. Let's keep going, because again, our boy was mourning those who we have lost.
Yeah,
we lost
two of them. We lost two of them. Yeah.
Yes, we lost two. Don't you bring up the alligator anymore? We can bring him up later. But
we will bring him up again later.
Later.
Not the same picture. Not the same picture, but a different picture.
But we did, and he's there mourning. He brought flowers and just
blue and yellow.
Yeah, he's just there laying back like some fucking hood in high school with his leg propped up to the wall. It's just like, you killed the guy. You killed the guy. That's pretty bad. So I came to get my bottles back, And it's just like, I was wondering, are you going to fight or are you going to walk away? And it's like, nope, fight happens. He gets mopped, but he didn't do anything. Like, Bloodstock didn't do anything. He's just like, catch
You're going to use that hazard mode, right? You're going to... Come on.
Yeah, he's like, come on, push your limits. Come on. Let's see. It's like, are you doing... Are you pulling like a Master Asia right now? I was thinking my
Joker. Master Asia.
Yeah, are you pulling a Master Asia right now, where it's just like my thoughts are, I'm like, okay, I know you're the bad guy. I know you are, Bloodstock. Are you literally like the bad guy? Because it's kind of like, I feel like you're gonna be the bad guy, but you're teaching Build Centauro like throughout everything you're doing of being a dick.
Yeah, it's like, speaking of which, like, what was really weird for me about Master Asia, since you bring it up, I'll make it real quick, is how like the Prime Minister of Neo Hong Kong calls him Mr. East. So I'm like, wait, so is his full name Asia East? What?
I don't know. I have to look it up on the wiki.
I think what got me is just seeing these two it gets me seeing these two in a scene together after watching Build and watching that Netflix show Fishbowl Wives, where you see both these dudes in the same show getting cucked by their wives, and then just going back into Build, just seeing them like, "What's going on, bud? Can't wait to get cucked by our wives in a couple of years."
Yeah.
So, you gonna hit me in the face or not?
Yeah. Hey, Steve, you okay? Because you're. Because things went sideways real fast.
Oh yeah, no, it's Yeah, it's something up with my camera. Hang on, let me fix it really quick.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
After these
And
messages. After these
messages.
Oh yeah. So it's revealed that Rogue was Gentoku all along. It's like
dun 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 dun.
And to make a reference to the
God.
same movie I was referencing earlier, Daddy wasn't there. At least so he makes it out to be, but like he was there though.
He was one daddy tokusatsu that's been there.
Yeah, he's been there, and not to mention like so we found out that the Prime Minister was not actually there at the canon event that started all this, but his son was. Because he even said, you used to be a kind boy, a nice, sweet boy. And then after that event that I could not make it, you changed. I'm like, yeah, everyone changed. Everyone
changed.
That was
a Fire Nation attack.
So I'm just like, yeah, you're coming in, and I mean, can we blame the Prime Minister for what happened to Gentoku with Night Rogue and now being like a little bit, but I'm like, everything that happened, it was your fault, Gen. It was your fault. Everything, like your plans, everything kind of fell apart. Not to mention, like you think you were number one or you were in charge, when in all actuality, it's it's Bloodstock that was pulling all the strings, and it's like, you kind of hyped yourself up too much.
Yep. You flew too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has that tendency, and ain't the last time we're gonna be seeing that.
Yep. I feel this is just gonna keep going. Although I was actually surprised because again, marathon watching, Glasses guy that was with him.
Loser.
Yeah, that jackass is now. It was because of him. It was because I was working for Namba, but because of him, we now have Kamen Rider Rogue. But it's like, I'm like, maybe as always, there's no honor among these people. There's nothing. It's like just the fact that Gen comes back and he's like, I want to be a Kamen Rider. I want to be, and he's just like,
I want.
Yeah. He's like, you want me to beg. You want me to beg, and he's just like, there's this whole thing about like he won't do what he wants, and then like a minute later, he's down on his knees.
He's like, of course I want you to beg. You shot me.
Yeah, you shot me. So of course I'm just like, yeah. No, that is.
But we watched Speed together. You said shoot the hostage.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I was kind of surprised with that. I'm like, wow, look at how the mighty have fallen. Look at how
I would say like look how the turntables have.
Yeah, but I don't like Glasses, dude. I didn't like him in the beginning. I totally don't like him right now. I'm like, dude, you're taking what Gen has and now multiplying it by 1,000. Your fall is going to be 1,000,000 times worse than what Gen has gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm hoping you die. I really do. I'm hoping you die. I'm hoping that our Kamen boy just snaps you in two, because it's like definitely.
He's like, I'm gonna snap you like a crunch bar.
I'm just like, it should, but it's the process of how he became this new Rogue was.
He basically just told them like, I went through hell.
Hell being like a extremist workout, pretty much.
Yeah.
I do extreme workouts, but that's too much.
So like, they go through another skirmish and we find out something new about Misora. Turns out she has a mysterious power besides cleaning full bottles, apparently.
Well, I always thought. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like at the end of the fight in episode 23, he's like, wait, that voice, you're Meton. Let me hold your hand. Wait, hold on. It's gonna cost you money. Like freaking Sawa goes like full, like she goes like full Nami.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Grease is a total fanboy for Metan, and
I remember there was like that one controversy where this one dude paid like $100,000 to this one chick's OnlyFans.
We talked about that. We talked about that in the earlier, like how he spent it, and then about the next following week, she goes on this like lavish vacation with her boyfriend.
As she should.
As she should. I'm like, you paid for a service, which that's what you paid for, and that's what you
held
get.
hands. That was the agreement.
That was it.
$10,000 to hold my hand.
Problem. I don't see the fucking problem here. I'm like, you paid for what you got. A little bit too.
I would say like if there was a problem, it would be more of like judging the dignity of a person.
It's more of these like red pill motherfuckers who are just like, I would never. No one said you would pay it. He paid it, and it looks like he's fine with it because apparently they interviewed
you. Like
they interviewed the guy. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I was like, what? I was like, what? Like, it wasn't just a single digit. It wasn't like in the in the mirror
in 1 month.
Yeah, it was like what, like 6,000,
60,000,
60,000. Yeah, because I knew there's a 6 in there, but I was like, that. But I was like, if this guy has 60,000 just laying around, and in one go you get, I'm like, I really don't think to him that's anything if he just paid 60,000.
That's just like dropping the bucket for him.
Yeah. If someone's dropping that kind of cash, it's like, dude, he looks like he's got a t-shirt and jeans on. But as we all know, and I can tell you from experience working in a casino, the rich do not look rich. They look scrappy. Okay, the rich.
That's how they get rich.
Yeah, that's how they get rich.
Yeah, or rather, how they stay rich. They don't buy like Armani suits because that just burns your cash, and you're not able to spend it on other things like
buying me 10
body pillows,
body pillows, and little plushes. Which
the man said, "I will pay." What did he say? $50,000 just to hold her hand, just to wait in line to hold her hand.
Wait in hand. Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, totally.
But here's the thing: like, I do not agree with like Fresh and Fit, but Abba and Preach, on the other hand, they do have a point. Like, if you are gonna spend, $60,000 on a woman, like maybe you should spend it on a woman that's like gonna give you more than just a handshake.
See, that's what I mean. We're going off topic here, but I mean honestly,
for the people.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, I'll spend it on Meton. I don't care.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. I'm like,
that's money for food and housing. I don't care.
I mean, whatever. It's like, you spend your money on whatever. I mean, look at like the fandoms that we are into. Like, sometimes you spend money on, props and figures and whatnot, and it's like someone will look at you and be like, why did you do that? And I'm like,
because it's worth it sometimes.
Because it's worth it. Okay, to me it's worth it.
Why did you spend $60 to like take a picture with Jason Fawn and autograph your DVD? So I could take a picture with him and for him to autograph my DVD.
It's kind of like a friend of mine, huge gearhead with cars. I think he spent like at least $2,000 on some really sick rims right now. And everyone looks at him like, why did you spend that much on rims? Which I'm like, have you seen how much that's a steal, dude? That's a steal for what he got. And it's like, no, he did it and he's happy about it. So let's just leave it at that. You spend $60,000. Well, good for you, dude. I'm hoping
I'll say this though, like, jeans should not cost more than $100.
Jeans should not cost more than $50. Yeah. They're working pants, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
they're the working pants.
Because I remember like a certain rapper who shall not be named, like, sold plain white T-shirts for $5,000.
Well, I mean, again, the
plain
rich,
white T-shirt.
The rich again, but regardless, Grease is a huge fanboy of Metan.
But if you've seen him in Cuba, it makes sense.
Yeah.
By the way, I looked into things. Turns out the actor who plays Otoya and Kasumi, he was born in 1986, which means he was born the year the show took place.
In
Kiva.
You're talking about his father.
Yeah.
I did hear about that.
Know that. That's a really fun thing to like.
Well, he was born. He wasn't like actually living.
Dude, yeah, no.
Dude is like 2 years old as my cousin. He's in like.
But
86, right?
Yeah, 86. Yeah, 22 years before 2008, which means.
But he's of the proper age, I guess.
Yeah, and it's funny because I just guess. He looks.
Dude is 36 years old and he looking that.
It's the Asian genes. I mean, what the heck? I know a girl who's like she's 40 and she looks like she's 18. If it wasn't for me looking, I'm like, damn. What? How do I get that? What do I have to do?
It's really weird when someone looks both like a teenager and like a middle-aged person at the same time. That's kind of freaky. Have you if you've ever seen Harry Osborn in the new Spider-Man game? Like he looks like a teenager and a 40-year-old at the same time.
You look like you're late for class, but also late for paying a mortgage.
Except he actually is paying a mortgage.
Yeah,
going to school. So
but So okay, so we're going. Yes, Mitan came in. She had knocked out previously, and they didn't know what happened to her, and then she just shows up barefoot in this field.
And feels like an Agito reference if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, just almighty pushes the two gearheads and Rogue through the wall. She literally opens the wall and just,
not boom. Against the wall, through the wall.
Like the wall just came down like your window in the car and just like bye. What it was? What Evolt, right?
Oh yeah, she said the word Evolt.
Yeah, Evolt. She just
very
said
suspicious,
and her eyes turned green. Mm-hmm. Is she human? Is she machine? Is she the AI?
Is she a Martian?
Is she the AI of the box, like a very random Day of the Doctor Who reference?
She's the Bad Wolf.
Yeah, is she the Bad Wolf?
She's the one.
Like again, the AI that has that OnlyFans or has an idol persona. I'm like, all right. But hey, man, you got to keep the lights on, right? You got to do what you got to do.
So
boxes need to pay rent too.
So the next episode, Sento confronts what's his name? Bloodstark about
that.
Like,
he came back he came back without the transformation. It's just him.
Yeah.
Came back without the milk too.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that milk? Damn it.
Yeah, where them sinks?
I asked for chicken nuggets 2 months ago. It's only a 6-piece. Where'd you go?
I want my Mighty Kids meal with the Dino Thunder toy.
But yeah, he comes in and he's just like, they're just talking. And it's just like, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what is Mitan? Who is she? Like, dude, that's my daughter. I was like, okay, yeah, but is she really? You could say it is, but I'm like, I got some questions here because I don't know about you. I mean, the generations are totally different. Gen Alpha and Gen Z are totally different from us. But I'm like, I don't imagine like them having not removable jewelry and then pulsating green with their eyes and tearing down walls.
Probably do eat Tide Pods.
Yeah.
I
have no sympathy for anyone who like ate a Tide Pod. It's like, you knew that's not food. You knew, like it said on the label, it's not food, not for consumption.
Well, it's like those people that like you see those videos that they put lighter fluid on themselves and then they like jump into a lake. I'm like, you're still getting burned, bro. Like
Darwinism at its
finest, because
I'm like survival of the fittest.
Fluid is lipid based, which does not dilute with water, so it just stays on.
Yeah, so even if the flame is out, the heat is still there and it's still singeing your skin. So
yeah, and also like keep in mind, like even if by some miracle like the difference in density would allow like the oil to leave your body as soon as you touch the surface of the water, the fluid is still on top of the water. So when you come back up, you're just putting the oil back on like a toothpaste tube or sock. A tube
But
saw.
yeah, we got that whole thing with the doc, and
and so we find out. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, those two riders. Yeah. They're Nambus kids. Well, they call themselves Nambus kids. They call him Daddy because he gives them candy and they do stuff for him. So basically, you know how you got that hazard switch? Well, this dude is a punk, so you have to go to Punk Hazard, and you got to stop them from eating all that candy. That's all I could say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow that.
I will not. I will. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But yeah. So these guys are they're training, and I'm like, well, you guys are already strong enough that you're taking out like some very powerful riders just with your basic equipment. So
yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'm like, really? You're taking like you got not even nothing, but like, goddamn.
Oh, and we do find out Uzuki is one of Namba's kids. So like, in addition to Engine and Remocon.
Yeah, they got another kid from Namba.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they suspected there may be more because there's a spy among us.
Yes. We're still on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do find out that like the bracelet does react to her desire for there to be no conflict. That does not amount to much other than the name Evil coming up. But we do. The Remocon and Engine do show up at a warehouse, only to be intercepted by our two main heroes, and we get to see something we haven't really seen before: a red combination.
Yeah.
Like we've seen non-best matches before, but we've never seen a non-best match that had like the same color on both sides. So that's pretty cool.
It is a good looking suit.
It is. I do like the little stripes of black on it. It looks very like kind of barbed wire-ish right there. That's very cool.
Yeah, no, it's pretty neat. I mean, like I had like 3 of these build candy toy figures, and so like I actually did make a lion lock form, which so it's gold, so I like that. But yeah, and Grease does show up to help out, but we do find out that so we were able to figure out that, hey, this is who the spy is because he pulled a Tyrion Lannister. He gave the wrong information to 3 different people, and so the place where they go to attack, it has to be the place that the spy belongs to. But of course, it's like we are not going to get an interrogate. I mean, like he got the
he's got to set himself up, and it turns out to be the Prime Minister's whipping boy.
Yeah, it's always the whipping boy. I mean, remember
always the secretary. What the hell?
Even in RPM, both Vasquez and Hicks were both Venjix cyborgs.
Or
fucking referencing the aliens right there, but still, I'm like, I was like, well, who else could it be? I mean, all these people are Namba's kids, so they got to be young-looking people. So who's the youngest? It's got to be this guy. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be this kid.
Like in Zootopia, so is the secretary.
Yeah, no one tells me that it's not the butler, it's not the maid. It totally fucking is. Don't tell me it's not.
Well, to be fair, the secretary in Pokemon Detective Pikachu was in fact the secretary, but it's the secretary with the powers of freaking Judge Doom. Got the beady eyes.
Oh my god,
that was such a Judge Doom moment, like when we talked about Detective Pikachu. But yeah, no, turns out Castle Dude has been guarding the actual location of the box, and Rogue intercepts him. He takes him out.
Oh god,
3 for 3.
No. And I love how like they just barely got there. They just barely could, just by a few seconds. And you just see him.
Yeah, it's like Tristan Taylor, basically.
Yeah, you see Grease. I still have not gotten his name down yet, but you see Kamen Rider. Yeah, Kasumi. There you go. I knew it was someone with a K. And you just he's just like, boss, thank you for like, ball. And it's just like, oh, come on, man. Don't don't.
He's like, a mole bear is a tree, but Kuwabara is a man. I
like,
will
don't do this, man. What the heck? Like, this is like men don't cry, but you just see Kasumi running towards him, but he just disintegrates.
He cried here, damn it.
I was waiting for the dramatic, like, the zoom out, like yelling no. I was like, oh, that's all in there.
Like they should have muted it. They should have muted it just to make it more dramatic. Like,
oh yeah, like mute it, but have to see the action of it. Yeah.
Order of the Phoenix. Order
Yeah. Like you just see
and
it.
And like the other friends are like holding him like,
And I'm like, are we supposed to care for a random, like, high top dude? I'm like, well, now we do.
Yes.
Now we do. Cool. Now we do. Who is the character? Who's the character in Virtual Fighter that reminds me of this guy? Like his hair.
The main character?
Yeah, the main character of Virtual Fighter. I'm like, no, man, they totally killed off a character from Namco. Holy crap.
And of course Sento gets really mad.
Oh, yeah. He goes full. He just starts going full berserk, and then Mitan shows up again. Yeah. Misora, and poor baby girl is in the grasp of an angry bunny.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned Michael Myers earlier. Well, like this is totally Michael Myers' MO right here.
This is before he jabs the knife into the wall and has her suspended there.
Yeah, but good news is bunnies tend to multiply. So now he briefly goes rabbit, and like he regains his consciousness on his own without using that silver bottle thing.
That Iron Man helmet shot.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. But Misora did something to him, I think. She touched him. And
she touched him, and the bracelet started to glow.
Yeah, it like that caused the reaction for him to snap out of it and gain what is a precursor to what we will get to eventually of seeing double.
Right. Yeah, and so like we're down to the last 2 episodes, and it's basically a 2-parter. So Sato and Toto agreed to do another proxy war, but this time it's 3v3, and if Toto wins, not only will we get to keep things as is, but also Hokuto gets his freedom back. So yeah, we got you, buddy. We got you. Like, you've been helping us out the last 6 episodes. We got you, boy.
You gave us shit before, but now you're cool with us.
Like we love you. Like we want to pass it forward. So like naturally, it's like, you know what? I want revenge. So like I'm gonna join you guys. Like we're gonna be a 3-man squad.
Well, Kasumi, look at the last 3 dudes you hung out with. Your luck ain't that great.
Yeah.
Hopefully Banjo and Sento can like even it out.
Yeah, so like he goes like full Trifulgar law and like trying to fight back against the Punk Hazard trio. It's like bam, bam, bam.
Even though I'm like Trafalgar Law can easily take out anyone from Punk Hazard just with his devil fruit alone, that overpowered bitch.
No, I love the switcheroo he's been doing with everyone's hearts.
But at this point, and at this point with the show, it's like I kind of felt like I don't know. I walked away to use the bathroom really quick when they were doing these last 2 episodes, and I come back and I'm like, wait, when the hell are we doing a tournament? Because it goes from like we're gonna like it's the whole like Yu Yu Hakusho. What?
Dark tournament. There we go.
Yeah. It's the dark tournament. But do you remember the second? Was it the second closing? Or no, the third one, where it's like it's Yusuke, Kuwabara, it's Hiei, Kurama, and they're walking through the fire.
Yeah.
It's like the second or third ending. Yeah. that's it. Literally, I'm like, I come back and I'm like, I see them walking into this tournament. I'm like, wait, what's going on? What I miss? What? And I was like, oh yeah, the proxy war.
An unbalanced kiss.
Yeah,
I hope you can feel us getting closer to love.
Walking in with closed fists, just like really hard, just like okay, I get it. We gotta avenge. We have to avenge the fallen. Which again, these two gearheads. As much as I'm like, you guys are not that strong by the looks of them. I don't think they are.
Yeah, they're fodder. Like they're ultra powerful.
They're powerful, yes,
but they're still fodder.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you guys are having your moment right now, but I know you're gonna get your asses kicked pretty soon. And
they're basically those two dudes from a Team Macho from Yu Yu Hakusho, where it's like you got Toa. You got Jin, and then you got that Earth dude that Cool Bar easily destroys in the clutch. But then, like, these two are like the other two guys, like the what's called the tattoo guy and like the sporty dude.
Yeah. That's pretty much they are. But one of them, one of the gearheads actually loses. I think it was to Banjo.
Yeah, like it's too Kasumi. Well, actually, first, we need to get the elephant out of the room.
Which would be
the first half of the episode is a clip show, but I love how they make fun of it. It's like, look, it's a clip show. Let's skip through. Let's fast forward.
Let's not dedicate 30 minutes to this because
just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
Can we to the point?
Yeah, can we
just
clip
show episodes should be?
Yeah. Can we just not with clip shows anymore in certain come on, guys. Like I've been here since day one. I know what happened.
Never again will we see a clip show this good until Dawn Brothers.
No, I know that. I totally agree. I'm like I saw it. I was like. I thought to myself, this is where I went to the bathroom because I was like, oh, don't tell me it's a clip show.
Clip show.
I just heard.
Make sure you're caught up.
I just heard, Sento just with Mitan, she has a VR headset on. She's got a PlayStation 4 headset on.
Well, because they had to reuse it from X8, so
yeah. So I was like, there you go. It's like. Oh, so if it wasn't Shin Ultraman also using a PlayStation VR to solve the problem of the invasion of Zantan, I'm like, PSVRs, man. They saved the world just like the Dreamcast, but sadly could not run DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully we got over and it's like, okay, now let's get to the episode. We already spent 5 minutes on clips, so that's all you get. Yeah. Thank Christ.
And we find out omnisciently that Sawa was one of Namba's kids. Now, because
that shocked me because I was like, wait, I know that you're a spy. That I have not forgiven you. But the fact that they said that she's one of Namba's kids, I'm like,
that kind of broke my heart the first time.
Are you serious? How much more scandalous can you get? But I'm like
I loved you, girl.
I mean,
I gave you everything.
We knew that there was another spy because like the true location, the one that Castle was holding, like no one knew except for like Team Bill
crew.
Yeah. So. I mean, process of elimination, the first person I would guess would be Sawa because Mitan would have no reason to spy. Her
dad's all getting the milk. So she has no reason.
Yeah, she's got no reason. Banjo has no reason. Sento has no reason.
Well, Banjo wouldn't be smart enough to.
Yeah, but also I'm like, I was like, okay, Kazumi just got here, so there's no fucking way.
He loves Mitan way too much.
Yeah, he would never do it. So I was like, the only fucking red herring in this damn is her, and I was like, just the fact that you're one of Namba's kids, but. I feel like her whole time being with them has affected her alliance to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, I'm doing my job, but I don't want to. Because she's now experiencing a life outside of that, which is more welcoming than I guess what
and I
she's
love how one of the
there.
clip shows used is like Mitan like using that hot sauce.
She's seen what the world is like outside of Scientology, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is what the real world is like."
Yeah,
pretty
much.
Yeah, she escaped from Williamsburg. Say, you got your own Christian version. I got my own Jewish version.
Or this is her Rumspringer.
Hang on.
But yeah, no, it's But yeah, so first fight is Engine versus Grease, and Grease is holding on really well because he's got the power of Kuwabara's sacrifice on his side, and he uses Engine. Like he uses the he has power of robot where like he uses the robot splash pouch with the robot full bottle, so it's like double robot power, and of course he takes him out. First round victory. It's like just like Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho in the Dark Tournament when he defeats Bui. Like I freaking hate how like Kurama lost on a technicality, but you gotta like have like a dramatic thing. And oh, you're thinking, oh, it's gonna be Banjo versus Remocott. Psych. No, he's gonna use both gear power.
Yeah, he used both, which that's a cheap ass move right there, dude.
Yeah,
but they know they can't win.
And like this is
Banjo's literally the strongest.
Yeah, this is where we address the elephant in the room, because like they do show flashbacks of the movie, and like I feel like it would have tied in better if they just said, like, if in the movie they explained that this scientist dude who's the villain in the movie was a scientist from Sato, and like that's like the main thing, he's from Sato, not from Toto. But then in the TV show it's like oh, we found some old blueprints in a laboratory from Sato, and it's like, oh, so that's how Sato got their hands on a rider system that is similar to the one from the movie. It's like you don't have to like outright explain that, oh, this is something from the movie. You just hint at it enough to say, it's like, just suspend the disbelief enough. It's like, yeah, I could buy that. Like, why would Toto be the only place that tried to make their own riders? Sato probably made their own riders too. Like, you don't even have to name the scientist, really, or show his face for that matter. But nope, they went out of the way to reference the movie with footage. So now anyone who hasn't seen the movie is probably like half confused.
Or, again, it's just for the kids that did see the movie. Like, I know that. I was there. I saw it in theaters.
So it's a good thing we reviewed the movie. But no, he gives like Banjo's holding his own pretty well at first, but then he gives him a sub. So it's like my brother's being held hostage. Basically, he pulls an Urashima from Yu Yu Hakusho, where Kurama's fighting him, and he's like
it's one of the oldest, saddest. That's more lower than. That's more lower than like someone sucker punching someone in a boxing match. It's like, bro, what the hell? Like, why would you fall for that shit? Like, that's
because Banjo's stupid. He's too much of a good person to see through this BS.
I'm like, did you not just kill his brother? Now he gives a shit about the other one. No, man, he doesn't care. He doesn't.
Like you literally had these guys killing people. What do you mean?
They're murderers. Like, what the heck are you telling me? They're murderers. What the hell are you going on?
Like, has more of a redemption than these asshats.
Yeah, and a better outfit too. I'm like, those gears. I'm like, no, it's still, even when they're both combined, I feel like
honestly, the red and blue version looks better than having a white and cyan version. If you ask me,
mind the colors. It's just
it's just the look. It just seems so sloppy. Like it wasn't really. Like it's kind of like make me a rider motif, but with gears. But don't we gotta get this going.
Make it symmetrical, but two different colors on each side. At least with the movie version, you could say, hey, maybe that's a Metalda reference because he's red on the right side, and
not to mention
on the left side.
I kind of feel like it's more of a reference to both. build and Banjo, because if you look at the helmet, it's very dragon-esque.
Yeah.
And the motif of how like the gears and whatnot, it like that is build. It's just like, again, white with blue, with not red and blue, and the helmet looks very dragon-esque. So it could be just like, but still, I'm like, can we just move on? Like this whole like Banjo, just kill him already. Don't fall for it.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, in case anyone's complaining about live action Yu Hakusho, like possibly not adapting the Dark Tournament, guys. First of all, we love the Dark Tournament. We've been referencing it throughout this entire video, but we don't need the Dark Tournament. Like the main
watch it. Go watch the series. Don't watch the Netflix. The Netflix was just like the live action One Piece. It's a door to open. If you have not seen it, well, now go and see it, because now you found it interesting. And I'm like, okay, now.
Yeah, watch the original, read the manga. You saw the live action. Now you know where you got a good starting off point. You be like, oh, I didn't see this character in the show. Oh, this character is much more interesting in the manga. Or you're watching the anime.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I mean, we could have like a whole separate conversation about live action Yu Hakusho, and we will. But I will say this is like, aside from plot reasons, us not needing a Dark Tournament for live action, a tournament arc in general on any anime adaptation, no matter how good it is, would just never work in live action. Especially if you have an episode restriction like Netflix imposes. And I've said this before, like when it came to Cosmic Fury, Hasbro approved 20 episodes. Netflix slashed it down to 10 episodes. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, like it could have worked in 8 episodes. Hypothetically, it could have worked in 8 episodes. 10 would be better, but let's assume we're working with 8 just like One Piece. It still could have worked better than it would have with 5 episodes, but I'm pretty sure Netflix interfered and like they only made 5 episodes, and we had to and like some overlaps seem like good ideas on paper, but execution not so great. And I did talk about like good and bad overlaps when we talked about The Last Airbender with M. Night Shyamalan on our sister channel. But but the point is, this is as close as you're gonna get to a tournament arc in real life in live action, and this is why it doesn't work, because it just slows down the pacing of the story. I think that's like the one downside. Don't get me wrong, are the individual fights here good? Yes. But does it advance the plot, though? No.
I think the first tournament did just to introduce Hazard. But
the thing is, it was just a one-on-one fight. It wasn't a tournament, though.
Well, I think where the story goes for the first tournament is like...
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It introduces Grease. It introduces Hazard levels in a more sense of like, okay, we understand Banjo is the guy they're looking at. And then they want Sento to grow. Here's the Hazard trigger. And then, obviously, everything went down the way it did. So I think that's what the purpose of the first tournament is. And then I think the second tournament is for what we are doing now, introducing Hazard fully complete. I think that's the point of the 2 tournaments, is just to introduce Hazard.
And then completing Hazard.
Yeah. So like first tournament introduced it, second tournament brings it full circle. Now he has full control.
Yeah, but in that same vein, they could have just made it a one-on-one fight like before. They didn't have to do best 2 out of 3.
Well, because they wanted to show off. It's called
the Remocon. Yeah, I know, but still, it's like they could have done it differently. But yeah, Banjo loses. He got too soft and sentimental, so it's like, yep. We're tied 1-1. God damn it, Banjo! Why'd you have to screw up like that? So we're off to our final match: Sento versus Rogue. And as we know by this point, Sawa stole blueprints to the rabbit full bottle form. I mean, it's a cool form.
Let's see. Yep, that sticker's there. I see that damn sticker.
Oh, I see it.
Chips can't hide it from me, damn it. Those sponsorships can't hide it from me.
On sponsors, please give us a moment. Yeah.
Yep. What I tell you, a damn sticker.
and now a word from our sponsors. I'm just kidding. But if we are gonna have a word from our sponsors, let me just say this: Pasadena Comic-Con, January 28th, and it's gonna be at the Pasadena Convention Center. Get your tickets now and all that stuff. I'm definitely gonna be going. I don't know about Steve, but I'm definitely gonna be going. But yeah, so we got our full bottle, and just like Gene and from Yu Yu Hakusho, boy, we are referencing Yu Yu Hakusho a lot this time around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. They are they take it outside, and it's like, oh no, that tournament isn't going to stop until someone gets knocked out. So,
so catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I love everything. I think up until well, I don't know about how I feel about the final form. The final form, I guess I have to rewatch the episode to be like, okay, maybe I'll give a full.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. So we're already at the Power Sentai.
Yeah. So what I miss?
Oh, not much. Just like Banjo through Sento jumps. And they take it outside.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And Mike over here finally discovered the sticker on the back of the head.
Yep.
It is there.
It is there.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah. No, that's right there. Hold on. Let me show it one more time. There it is, right there, right between Carson's corner and Ranger Stop and Pop, right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyone got the figure of Rogue to verify that?
My nephew.
What if the figure had it too?
The hilarious part is my nephew, like me. I took my nephew to Mitsu every now and again, so we got these little Kamen Rider figures from these little candy toys. He got Night Rogue. They have a little indent, the sticker on the damn helmet.
I was just like, what?
So I guess the sticker was there purposefully then?
I don't know.
That's so weird. I'm like, out of all the things to put on a rider helmet, I'm like, yeah, the little caution sticker.
I'm gonna find a picture. I'm gonna find a picture of some of those I'm gonna see if I can find some Night Rogue pictures to see.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh wait. Give me a second. Kamen Rider Rogue helmet back. Yeah, no, it shows up in a lot of screenshots, even from one in a later episode.
Well.
Yeah. Oh no, it shows up a lot. Here's a CS. Oh man, there's an SH figure art, and it's got the sticker on the back.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Anyone who has a figure arts of Rogue, I'm like, I would love to see it. I would love to see if that's actually back there.
No, it's right here. Hold on. Let me screen share for a second. Let's see. Present. Share screen. Let's see. See right here. See? It's right there. There's the figure. There's the candy toy.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yep, it's right there.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
That sticker will haunt me forever.
Yeah, it'll haunt me too. But yeah, no, it's it'd be funny if that was like purposefully intended. But yeah, so Sawa like had to give away the prince, not just because she was one of Namba's children, but also because the dude from the first arc is being threatened. Like him, his daughter, his wife, they're all being threatened by Namba.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like everything is explained. It's like, but you still betrayed us, though. You still betrayed us. Why? But turns out, no, it was part of the plan. So like a beautiful reference to Kamen Rider Kabuto episode 4, the moment Kasumi like saves that dude's family. So yeah, like okay, you know what's coming. We must save my family. The bandits are coming. Remember to jump.
And yeah.
Yeah, so like as soon as like he saves them, she's like, boop! Oh, I can fight for real now. Okay.
Yeah.
I could let loose. So it's like, tank.
Yeah, he's now fully armed and playing Advanced Wars on the Switch.
Yeah. It's like you could use like his body parts as sentries, but also he could like much like Bastion from Overwatch, like he can just like turn into a literal tank.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking when he became the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, like, is this Bastion? Is this a Bastion reference, right? Is it Overwatch, just super popular at the time? Not no more.
Yeah, not anymore. Like I haven't really played Overwatch since June.
I haven't played in forever.
I have not.
I think they introduced like at least 3 new characters since I stopped playing. Like the last
I don't even
character,
know.
The first character they introduced after I stopped playing was that Peruvian chick.
I don't even know.
And then after that they introduced John Tui. John Tui's on Overwatch.
Well, yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I haven't played the game, so I don't know what his skill set is. He appeared in the short novels. I did not read the short novels. He's friends with Baptiste. That's all I know. But yeah, like freaking Sento wins because like turns out, he gave away those plans on purpose. He just did not give away all the plans.
I told you everything. I showed you everything you know. I didn't tell you everything I know.
Yeah.
As clever as Sento is, it's just like, ain't that always the way? He always has this rabbit has got tricks up its sleeve.
Yeah, and of course, like freaking the Sato Prime Minister's like, like how dare they? I thought we were gonna win, Namba. You promised we're gonna win. Yeah. See, the thing about that is, and you trusted Bloodstark? Really?
You trusted a man who shops at the Banana Republic?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Don't trust Bloodstark, dude.
You're trusting, like, you put your trust in Bloodstark. Really? The man that gets cut by his wife?
What?
The man wears a fedora for crying out loud. I'm like, no. Red flag right there.
I need a pull from my hat of Johnny Young Bosch quotes right here. Okay. How many people have you betrayed, Bloodstark? How many breads have you eaten?
That snake has got his slithery tail in every which corner, however possible that is. I'm like, because I was just like, so is Bloodstark is he even a threat anymore with everything that's going on? But it's like, of course he is. Of course he is. Look at him, the smug bastard. I could see you behind that visor.
No,
of course.
He's just upset because he got cucked by a construction worker. He got cucked by a construction worker, so he's all pissy. So that's why he's Bloodstark. Like, so you just we got these kids here. You just gonna sleep with this construction worker? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna ruin everybody's life now. Make everybody's problem.
Yeah.
So like freaking Bloodstark kills the dude and then gives his face to Namba. So it's like, he's saving a lot of money on getting a facelift.
Yeah.
It's face off.
It's literally face off. What was that movie with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta? Oh, is it Face Off? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Face. Okay. And yes, JoJo Part 4 was a reference to that movie because like freaking Yoshikage Kira takes his face off, switches with another dude, goes to that dude's house, sleeps with his wife, and the wife loves him more after the switch.
Ain't it the way?
It's
way.
It's like, Nicolas Cage, John Travolta is taking better care of me than John Travolta.
Well, that's not saying much with John Travolta, honestly. But Bloodstark, just what a guy. What a guy.
Yeah. What a guy. So, place your bets. Do you think he's gonna betray Namba?
Who hasn't he betrayed? Like the dude flip flops like a fish out of water.
Okay, then here's the real question: who's gonna betray first, Bloodstark or Namba?
Okay, watch.
I would just to be like that guy. I'd be like, you know what? I feel like Bloodstark would betray them first, but then Namba would be like, "Oh, we got you because we actually planned this." But then Bloodstark would be like, "Oh, I reversed that," and be like, "Hey, I knew you were gonna, so I have something else up my sleeve."
Yeah.
Right. Reverse after reverse after reversal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Triple reverse Uno.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what's it called? Watch, I think what Bloodstark is gonna be like. It's like, wow, I can't believe it. I ran out of people to betray. Oh well, and then he just stabs his own back, so he'd be like, "Ha! Now I betrayed even myself."
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. He's too smart, but I know it's gonna catch up with him.
Yeah. Or will it?
Will it not? We'll see. We still got so much to go through.
Yeah,
we're only halfway through the series.
Steve, like, what do you think is gonna happen next? Since you haven't seen the rest of Build moving forward.
Honestly, I obviously there's going to be more upgrades with these riders. I know that for a fact. I legitimately don't know. I legitimately don't know what to think or what to guess is going to come next. I really don't.
Cool. Okay, so guys, what were some of your favorite scenes from these 6 episodes?
Kasumi just fawning over Miton. That'll never not be just iconic for me.
Just Sawa just ripping my heart out again, the bitch. Oh, it's always the cute one. It's always the cute ones, isn't it? My God.
Yeah.
How low can you go? But apparently it's like, no, I did, but I don't want this anymore. I'm like, I feel like something bad's gonna happen to her, and that's.
I mean, can't be as bad as what happened to Yuki and Fives.
Yeah.
But if you really want treacherous woman, how about that psychic chick from Agito, where it's like, oh, she's like playing with Shinichi's heart, and then like freaking.
That one was not that. That was just.
What in the hell? Ultraman.
Yeah.
It's like, is she a robot? Is she a fembot? Like, what?
I think there's Ultraman? Wait, in Max, I think there's a fembot.
There's a fembot in almost every Toko series. There has to be at least one fembot in every Toko series.
Yeah, like we've already made like I can't remember if it was during this podcast or the previous one, but I think we referenced Akiba Rangers and how Akagi always has crushes on like fembots.
Yeah, that was last stream.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but
sexuality is a travesty against RoboGod.
You couldn't upgrade to like a 0-1 fembot. You had to just go with
Get you an Izu. She'll never betray you.
Yeah, you couldn't get like a fembot that looks kind of human. That's all like the plastic R2D2s and C3POs. I don't know, man. You know what? Let's just stick with the adult actresses that are trying to break through into regular acting. Okay, let's stick with them instead of the fembots.
Yeah, like Mabushina or Kekaglacia.
Yeah,
those are the only 2 I remember off the top of my head.
Never counted. We don't ever talk about
Wendy from Hurricaner.
Oh yeah,
she was one of them.
She was.
Yeah. Apparently, because there was that Akiba Ranger episode where they were doing like the references, like the girl, like in Nobu's mind, they were doing characters that represent them, and of course, here comes Malshina, who is Malshina is or was a adult performer.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly like that. But then they reference Kagareshi. Windy, and Glacia. Then these are like the three famous ones that, other than like, I mean, I think they're doing all right, but at the same time, it's like I think the one that's like got a big presence right now is Kagareshi. I know her actress is very, especially with Futahara-san that came by. Speaking to him, he was like, "Oh no, she's very, very like she's very successful right now."
Yeah, no. What the only thing I know about Malchina was that she was the evil mom from Girl with the Machine Gun.
Yeah. It's like it's what they do. It's like I've said it to many people.
It's like let's do Badora, but take it to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, I've some people have come to me and asked me in Tokusatsu, like, is it true? I'm like, dude, Tokusatsu is still to this day is like an opening to people that are in acting that want to get into acting. So if you're even aspiring Gever models. Like try to break in through Tokusatsu. Tell me what, like, especially from like what 2006 onward, most of your yellows, your pinks, your whites, one silver girl was definitely a fucking model, and still doing modeling work while they were on the show. So it's like.
Yeah, it's most of them were doing it while the show's running. They even Hammy from Q Ranger had a calendar come out while the show was still running.
Yeah, no, there's no shame in it. That's why I'm kind of shocked when people mention like the American versions of these shows, and then they bring up we talked about it, but it's just like, so you guys don't care about when the Japanese do it, but you care when the English do it. Yeah. That makes no sense. I'm like, we can make it make sense, but it's like to you guys, it's the biggest scandal because you were my hero. I'm like, I think that makes your hero even more awesome.
Yeah, right? No, it's not. No, I mean, like if you watch again, if you watch Spartacus on Stars, it's like, do you know how many like Ranger actors, both male and female, had compromising scenes on that show?
You know how many times you've seen a lot of just like naked butts of certain Rangers on certain movies and shows? There's a lot.
I again back to Fishbowl Wives, which fits because we got these two build and Bloodstock in it.
Yeah.
We had Kamen Rider Zangetsu saw his bare ass.
Yeah. All right. So
for all you Zangetsu fangirls out there, his ass is out there in Fishbowl Wives.
Same thing with Shiba Takaru.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's
what?
He's gotten the actor for for Takaru Shiba. I think people have said he's like the Brad Pitt or whatever of Japan right now, so he's very popular. Mm-hmm. So he's done a few things that is just like, especially if you grew up watching Shinkenger, you're like, I think for a lot of young people, that's like a sexual awakening to seeing their hero.
I mean, a lot of people had that kind of awakening when they saw Steve Rogers like come out of that chamber for the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, yeah. But
like those people clearly have never watched Fantastic Four, though.
Can we get that through our head? They are actors.
They made the choices to have these roles.
I understand that this. Whether it be English or Japanese, they chose to don the spandex, and now they're out of the spandex and now donning nothing in certain other roles. So there you go.
And then you have other random people wearing different spandex for also compromising reasons because parody is a thing that exists.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question. Scores out of 10 for each of the 6 episodes.
All 10s.
I'll say yeah. I will say yeah, all 10s. But those gearheads were like every time they were on screen, I was like, can we move on? Can we stop with the gearheads? Like really?
Yeah, I would say that like I would give 10s to 4 of the episodes, but for episodes 24 and 27, I would give them 9s because a lot of stuff happens in episode 24 other than that scene at the very end with Misora. but like for episode 27, the reason why I lowered the score for that one is one, clip show, but at least they're being tasteful about it. But the bigger issue is just Banjo just fell for that ruse. Like he fell for the Urashima thing. And the thing is, it's one thing if Kurama does it, it's another thing if Banjo does it. Double standard?
Stupid.
It's stupid. No, yeah, I agree.
But the thing is, Kurama wasn't stupid. He's just compassionate. Like he was willing to die for his mom.
But Banjo is not that. He's not.
Like, he's just dumb.
He's just dumb.
Wait, how can Kanato be an earthworm? Billy, it was obvious the whole time. You're just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Shut
up. That. Yeah, Banjo. Other than your quote unquote upgrade, not much happened with you in these episodes. Same thing. I will say, yeah. It seems like the last two and these 5 that we reviewed, there was like a lot happened in the beginning, more than anything else.
Yeah. Okay,
so I'm like, yeah. So
all right, let's go to the comments. First Hokuto, now Sato. The plot thickens.
Yep.
Here we go. I love seeing Steve on the show. He has really fun takes. Hey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Is your coworker still watching Build?
Yes, actually, she still is. Obviously, she has children and a life. So, she said that she started watching it with her kids because they're into My Hero and stuff like that. So, just seeing this show, they were like, we'll explain to them that this is like their Spider-Man or their it's a superhero. So yeah, she's watching with her kids, and she's like, "I'm waiting." She's still on 20. She's letting her kids catch up to where she's at, so they can keep watching. So yes, they are still. I got a whole family watching it now. So
well,
that's nice.
You can mention to them, "Hey, there's a point in this episode. There's a point in the series that when it aired the same weekend as Avengers Infinity War, similar things happened."
Yeah, very much.
You know what's really funny is how like both Avengers and Kamen Rider both had civil wars.
Yeah, have you seen? There's apparently this thing on YouTube that I found that someone shared it with me. It's like that scene. What was it? It was the cross Tekken or cross Tenshin movie with Wizard and Kyoryuger, where someone took the audio from the portal scene in Avengers Endgame and then put all the riders. Put all the riders and the Sentais like showing up and whatnot, and they're all like, it's perfectly synced to how that all played out.
Yeah,
especially having like the first one. Especially having like a giant Zeo Kamen Rider, like kind of being like their version of Ant-Man, just coming out from the mountain.
I will say this. I love how Avengers. Captain America: Civil War and Kamen Rider Heisei versus Showa came out around the same time. So Gaim's actor was actually asked who are you siding with, Captain America or Iron Man? It's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely siding with Captain America. So then I made this meme where it's like we got Gaim, and then Tony's like, yeah, well we have Shin, yeah.
Civil War came out in 2016. You said Showa versus Heisei.
Yeah, Showa versus Heisei, because he was asked about it. Showa's because they came out around the same time.
Yeah, Showa versus Heisei 2014. Yep, 2014.
Yeah. Well, he was still asked about it though.
Yeah,
He was still interviewed about it. We'll count it. Yeah, he was
count
still interviewed about it. He still said Captain America. So I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
Call Iron Man. Call.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this?
Now you make me wish Kamen Rider build Rabbit Tank was a skin on Spider-Man 2.
Well, I mean, they did the Toku skin for the
for
first
Miles.
Yeah, in the first skin.
For Miles.
Oh, they did one for Miles too?
Yeah, they did one for Miles as well. So,
okay. Well,
I mean, what's this? By the way, off topic, but are you guys playing it, or are you guys there?
If so, which are your favorite Peter and Miles skins?
I have not played these Spider-Man games yet. I'm kind of like, I've let them stack up so I can finally just like, I think pretty soon I will get into that. But I have seen Spider-Man. I have seen them. Have they put in the Japanese Spider-Man in that one?
No.
They have Toko skins, but they don't have like
they don't have Yamashiro. Yeah,
that would be sick if they did, but sadly,
I'll say this. I haven't played the second one yet because like I do have the second one, but I need to find new hard copies of the first two games because bad things that happened in August I'm not going to go into.
Right.
But and by the way, I want to thank my friends for for what they've done for me this past week. So thank you guys so much. But yeah, no, like I want to get new hard copies of those first two games, and then just like play through them all over again and actually stream it this time. But this time actually save the recording so I can upload them to YouTube, and then like as opposed to just like letting them just stay on Twitch for 2 weeks and then they just disappear permanently.
Right.
And then after I replay through the first two games, then I'll play Spider-Man 2. Thankfully, Devil May Cry and Castlevania were both digital purchases, so I was able to get those games back through PSN, but I'm sad that like Spider-Man's gone, Miles Morales is gone, JoJo All-Star Battle is gone, Battlefront's gone, Ghost of Tsushima's gone. I didn't even get to play Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah, no, it's like, I had the Nathan Drake trilogy. Damn it!
Any questions?
Yeah. Let's see. Bloody Mole.
I just had
mole. No clip show.
Oz, you wanted a clip show? I guess it's just be white noise in the background while you do other stuff. Like we're reviewing a show. Okay.
I love the plethora of Yu Hakusho references you guys are making. I mean, it's a good anime.
It's a good anime. I mean, despite what recent comments have come out by the creator of Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho.
I don't know what those comments are. I'm not gonna comment.
Just to be out there, because it is actually a thing he said, because he was people were asking if Hunter x Hunter was going to finish and blah 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 and so, and he just went off and saying that like he did come up with an ending, but not a very good one that the fans would like. Like he did.
Oh yeah, he said there's like 4. Yeah, he said there were 4 endings.
There's 4 endings he has written. And the thing was also, it's like how people talk about Yu Yu Hakusho a lot. Like and it is a great show. It is, but yeah, he even said like, I ended it, but it's not the way I wanted to ended it. It just kind of just came out that way. But apparently the fans like it, so that's cool. But it's not the way that I would have ended it. So
I mean, Cool Bar had the best ending.
He was kind of disappointed with how like he wrote it, especially in the manga. Like manga and anime, that's like as close as we got to like very close translations back in the day. But he was kind of like, no, I wanted to do something different, but because the time and blah blah blah, he kind of was just went up and said, thank you for loving Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'm not too happy with how it ended. But yeah, me writing.
No, he had to rush the ending because that's when his back problems started.
Yeah, so it's like
wasn't a good mindset back then.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, because it kind of felt like the Three Kings saga just turned into another dark tournament right away.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, that's kind of bull, but okay, I get it.
I mean, okay, it's like this. At least Yusuke introduced hypergamous democracy.
Yeah. And we did get those new OVAs recently.
Yeah, which were in the manga, but
yes, they were
not in the anime. Yes, okay. And then final comment of the night. Oh wow, a JoJo reference and a Yu Yu Hakusho reference. Yeah,
it's so much manly references right there.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, like, I know everyone has like the big three animes, but me, I have the big three mangaka, and my big three mangaka are Ishinomori, Togashi, and Araki. So,
Yeah, no, I mean, you can't. I mean, it all depends on how your big three is. I mean, to me, I was there when Bleach and Naruto and One Piece came out. I was there, to me, when in the 90s, it was Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, and I guess Digimon, for me, would have been my big three that I was so into. But it all depends on your preferences. It really does.
Right. Okay, well, that's it. That's it for our show tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. This week, the all three Tokusatsu shows are effectively on hiatus. I do not count the special as an episode, so that's why we've been doing 3 episodes of Blazar and 2 batches of Build. So we still have one more Blazar episode to cover on Saturday, and one more batch of episodes of Build on Sunday. And yeah, like if you guys are at conventions, I hope you guys have a great time at those conventions, because
definitely.
Because
what was it?
ALA is
happening this week.
Yeah,
I will be making just an appearance that day on Sunday.
Right.
Even if I'm on the road, I mean, I will be able to be on the podcast to talk about Build, but if you are there at ALA while I'm there, please come up and say hi. I would love to just, get your feedback on everything and just giving love to the Morphin Network and all we do.
Yeah, thank you for collaborating with us. It's like
I love
you
it.
take
It's
time
a lot
out
of
of your
fun.
day. Like one thing I love about conventions is like people coming up to me and say, "Hey, Morphin Network, we love you guys." I'm like, "Wait, what? What's going on?"
I'm a celebrity. Oh my god!
Come on, PMC, put us on your silhouette of guests coming to the.
Actually, we did show up on the sponsors list for a Ranger Stop.
Definitely.
So thank you, Ranger Stop. But Scott has helped us out a lot in other ways, and we would love to be there for Scott as well, because
you gotta support the community. We got to support the community, especially Tokusatsu, because anime is a dime a dozen, but Tokusatsu, whether you are male or female and you know what Tokusatsu is, whether it be your Sentais, your Kamen Riders, Ultramen, your Garos or Metal Heroes, whatever genre you think of. Yeah, your Godzilla, any kaijus. It's like, just it does not feel good to like sit down and talk to someone and they know what you're talking about and know so Godzilla -1. Oh my god,
my next door neighbor who moved in recently, he loves kaiju movies, so it's like finally I could talk about.
I actually have someone at work that just recently started, and I was talking and I was watching a review for -1, and he just and it's like, I told him, dude, I'm into this, into this, into this, and his eyes just lit up like, and I was like, is that not the greatest feeling to know, like, you get me, you want to, it's not just about it. Like, it's like when you find someone that knows about that obscure video game you like, or that comic book character that you're like, you're just like, another fellow fan. It's like, sit down, have a cup of tea.
What's crazy? It's crazy. Like you're shopping at Ralph's one day, and then you hear like one of the two guys at the register like talking about Hot Wheels accelerators. I'm like, it's accelerators, pedal maniacs.
Yeah, it's like for one thing, it's kind of like, let's not put. You can talk about anime. You can bring up anime in a grocery store now, and everyone will know what the anime is. Totally. But when you talk about tokusatsu and you bring it up, and someone actually knows what you're talking, they immediately circle themselves. It's like, oh, you into this? Like, can I join in the conversation? By all means, come on in.
That's amazing.
What's really funny is that I had a classmate one time in college, and she sat right in front of me, and I didn't know what to think of this girl. It's like, oh, you like Back to the Future? I like Back to the Future too as well. And it's like, oh, it's like you guys will have to do projects in a project in groups of 3. I'm like, okay, so hey, we're both into Zelda and Back to the Future and Doctor Who. Let's exchange info. So I gave her my email address, and she gives me hers, and then she looks at my email address. She's like, "Wait, have you heard of a show called Kamen Rider?" I'm like,
"Yeah,
hi."
Yeah, no, and that's even the thing. Like, especially when you go to PMC or you go to Japan World Heroes, everyone knows everybody. It's like a very close knit. We all know each other. We all know each other. It's just like, hey, like blah blah. It's like. It's like, no, we're all chill. We all get it, just like, hey, like blah blah.
PMC 2010.
Some people have been like, no, please go ahead.
Sorry. PMC 2010, 2012 were the roughest in terms of making friends, because it's like people are like, why is this guy so hyperactive? Like, he's so annoying. Like, what's going on? But here's the background though. I don't have any friends at the time. Outside of PMC that are into tokusatsu. If anyone did have in my environment that did like Kamen Rider, it's only because I showed them Kamen Rider, which by the way is how I discovered Crunchyroll.
It's kind of like many times I've gone to anime conventions, not in California but outside, and I see some random rider, whether it be, I think one was from X-Aid, the black and white one in X-Aid.
I even know who the person underneath you're talking about.
Well, I met him but it might have been a different person. It was in Vegas, and obviously I see him walking around and I'm like, oh yeah, X-Aid, and I was just like, the guy literally was like, you know who I am. Of course I know who you are. You're a Kamen Rider. You're like, I made a friend that day, because it's just like anime conventions. It still gets me to this day. Do you remember back in the day that they tried to get a Toko panel at AX and they literally just shot it down for a Homestuck panel?
Do
you remember that? The letter that they sent as your submission, they brought it back and the person plastered it all over the internet saying, look what they said. And they said, while we appreciate you submitting this doesn't fit under the aesthetic of our convention. And I'm like, Anime Expo
there wasn't even worse thing.
Anime Expo is like, you're trying to say that Japanese culture and everything. What is more Japanese than ramen than tokusatsu?
Right. Yeah. And
it's like saying
I remember this one time with ALA. Like, you know how everyone has a scheduled time for each of the 4 locations at any given time for every cosplay group. So I hosted a tokusatsu group for 2 years in a row. Yeah, I'm surprised that I actually hosted a meetup, but yeah, I hosted a meetup. Okay, so here we are. So what's crazy is one of those 2 meetups, I think it was 2017. Yeah, it was 2017. Where my group was scheduled at a very specific time, but here's the thing, Homestuck group. Yeah, and I know it's Homestuck. Every group is scheduled for either 30 minutes or either 20 minutes or 40 minutes, depending the expected size of the group. Yeah. And of course, I registered my group to be 20 minutes, whatever. and every group before our group registered also for 20 minutes. Here's the thing. Homestuck also registered for 20 minutes. They were there for an hour. That's 20 minutes more than the maximum 40 minutes that was allotted. So that bled into both the Marvel group's time and the Star Wars time on top of that.
That was again Homestuck.
Yeah,
Homestuck was the annoying.
It was supposed to be Homestuck, then Marvel, then Star Wars, then the thing is, it's like Marvel.
Not shitting on Homestuck or anyone who's into it.
Yeah,
but remember we were
group.
It's the group. It's the people that are in charge that literally. It's kind of like with any fandom. You know, there are the good Toko fans that we sit down, we chat, we laugh, we have a good time. We take jabs, as the old saying goes. We rab and bash on this, but we love it. Though we love it and we take it. And then there are those that take it too goddamn serious. Like me with what I've said in these past episodes and these past commentaries of these episodes, I'm pretty sure I've pissed some people off with how I've been.
I hope to have pissed people off.
I hope I pray on it. That's the fuel that keeps me going. I'm like, I could say of a show, I could watch O's, which is one of my favorite Kamen Rider series, and I can sit there like Mystery Science Theater 3000 and just be like, I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I'm like giving a riff. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing that like, you know, they this guy's a bum, this guy's a vagabond, but he's surrounded by money. Can't he just take these tokens and buy himself a sandwich or a pair of pants or something? Why the hell is he always?
Funny you say that, because I remember like back when abridged series were popular, I wanted to make a Kamen Rider Decade, the abridged series. I never even finished the first episode. Like that's how bad I was at the time. But I remember like the part where Megumi uses, no, it wasn't me. What's her name? Megumi? I forgot her name. The female lead. But yeah, so the first time she uses her tickle pressure point, like I actually wanted to make that like Pokemon like fight move select screen. Like,
yeah.
She used tickle attack, super effective. And then in the 2-part episode with Blade, like I wanted there to be like an obligatory Scooby-Doo reference where it's like now that we remove this bell, we'll find out who Chalice really is. Old man Hajime. That's right. It was me, and I would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling writers. Wait a minute.
No joke.
I still can.
Yeah, no, that's and is that not the fun of being in the fandom? And it's not about being serious all the time. You got to enjoy what you love, and you can also riff on it, but you riff with love.
Yeah,
no, I love that.
That's what I do with movies. I love in movie theaters. Like, yeah, like I tried to like go to a screening where there won't be a lot of people in the audience, so that like I could just like riff on the movies. It's fun. Even if I'm watching the movie the first time, I'm still enjoying it.
I love the just entirely, like even like college days. Like I was watching this when Gaim was airing. I'm just sitting watching Gaim, and someone who was like, "You watch Kamen Rider?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And then years later, like actually no, last year over the summer, I went to Otakon in DC. So many Toku heads. I was just like,
yeah,
what?
No, they're out there. They're out there.
And then like a month or two later, I was at Japan. I was doing double duty at Japan World Heroes and K-Con. Obviously, Japan World Heroes. Everybody there. Homeboy down here was there. And then I go to K-Con. I go to one of the groups because I met them again at Otakon. One of the handlers of the booth. We're just sitting there talking Toku. Like, he's surprised I knew all this. I'm like, yeah, dude, I was just at Japan World Heroes.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of the thing where it's just like, I mean, I know a lot of people said that they wish there were more people at Japan World Heroes, but I'm like, it was a nice group for what it was. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting the one-on-one with some of the guests and talking to them personally, and you know, just all the great times, good vibes and everything. And that's what the fandom should be, not these overbearing people that take everything and anything so serious. It's like you can't make fun of Build or Gaim or whatever. Like, this is serious works of art. It should be like I'm like, guys, it's a man dressed in a grasshopper motif. How serious can we take it?
Oh man, I remember in 2014 there was that one video that went viral where like that little kid was like, it's like Go Kaijus for kids.
Yeah, we were in that. We were in that.
We were in that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in that. It's like everyone, like, and people sometimes have asked me, like, did you get really offended, or did when he said that? And I was like, no, we were all fooling around. That was with Zephyr.
Where's the lie? Yeah, it was Zephyr. Yeah,
it was Zephyr.
We were just fooling around. Like
we were just fooling around.
And also, where's the lie though? Like it is for kids. They are the target audience.
Pretty much. It is for children. So I'm like, yeah, we're like. It's you can even go with any type of like fandom like Star Wars or Star Trek. Let's go even with Transformers, G.I. Joe, and all that stuff. This stuff was for kids today. It was made for kids. Now it's like, oh yeah, no, definitely this show was really good. But it's like it was original, and it still is for children. So you gotta enjoy what it is, and you gotta laugh.
For both kids and adults, like the Flintstones, that was meant for adults to watch.
Oh yeah, no, watch.
Yeah. It was an animated primetime sitcom.
Yeah, watch the Flintstones. It was literally like their time
they
of Family
sold
Guy.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, it was their Family Guy. It was their
there was the animated honeymooners.
Yeah. So it's like there you go. So you got to enjoy.
Straight to the moon.
The only thing I say with any fandom, whether it be American, Japanese, comics, manga, whatever, enjoy it, have fun, and be welcoming to others. Don't be looking at like, I could say my favorite is O's. A lot of people will look at me and say, oh, O's was crap. It's all about like Gaim or Ghost or X8 or what. I'm like, cool, great, you got it. That's no problem.
Yeah, and again, it's like people were like asking like in the first few Morphicons, like you're asking about me, like, why is this guy so hyperactive? Why is he so like super pumped about Tokusatsu?
Have you ever seen a high school kid at an anime convention? Like
but the thing is, like keep in mind, it's like you don't know my background. Like I don't have any friends outside of this convention that are inherently into Tokusatsu. So I have like 2 years of pent up fan nerdy energy, and like that's been building up, and I only have like 3 days every 2 years to just release it all at once. Yeah.
Also, I kind of say this, and it may come out wrong, but I'm like, first and foremost, we are not Asian or within that culture. So for most of it, because I have heard some comments, even some about me, and it's just like, well, yeah, but I mean, it's like you guys grew up with it because you guys come from the side of the world where Kamen Riders and Sentais are very common. It wasn't
Hawaii, Philippines,
the whole Pacific area, which they know. But over here, it's not so much. They just know it as Power Rangers, and after that,
Power Rangers. Yeah. Any live action superhero, Power Rangers.
Yeah, which again, like I just as little. When people find out about my interest, they just like they make fun of it. Like, bro, you fucking watch you watch like all the mainstream anime and nothing else. I could literally make fun of you and your nerd card about that. No, like, so you watch Attack on Titan, you watch My Hero Academia, do you know this show? Do you know this show? No, you only know the flavors of the month, so let's not go in there.
Yeah, no, like I've had like 13-year-olds like say like you're an adult and you watch Power Rangers. I'm like, yeah, but you're a teenager and you watch Paw Patrol. You're not exactly in a position to like judge me.
It's like,
let's say check. Power Rangers is higher up the age demographic than Paw Patrol is.
But regardless,
but you don't see me like talking smack about you watching Paw Patrol. Heck, you can be watching Caillou for all I care.
You got adults watching,
but that's a difference. I, as an adult, don't care for your opinion. And I'm not going to judge you for it.
What's the mom's name in that show?
I have no idea.
Waifu of the year, Bluey's mom. I was shocked. I was like, what?
Even. What the hell?
What?
Yeah. I forget what it was, but there was a convention that they dubbed her waifu of the year. I'm like, what? Are you serious?
I can understand like Gumball's mom being dubbed waifu of the year because she is keeping things together.
It's a special thing.
You don't even need like the anime episode because it's like she was like a prodigy and she gave up everything to be
Just
with
to
the
be
man you
with.
love. And like it's
Yeah.
like don't we all deserve to have someone who's willing to sacrifice being a 9th degree black belt valedictorian at school and being a junior Olympic gold medalist just to like date your delinquent boyfriend, you know, like but I will say that one joke was pretty funny. It's like you gave me the wrong blood type. Well, we're sorry that we thought that A plus would be better than B minus.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was I say? But yeah, like even in my college days, we had Japan for our Japanese club. We had people come from Japan, like exchange students come from Japan, and like we would talk all this stuff about Japanese culture. And then I'd bring up Tokusatsu to them. They're like, "Oh, you like Kamen Rider?" They're like, they're just like so shocked, like, you know, Sentai.
Yeah,
Whoa.
no, I was playing like Climax Heroes 5 on my phone when I was doing like cultural exchange with Japanese students.
Yeah, do it again in college, playing Monster Hunter and watching Sentai on a laptop, like that. All the exchange students were like,
but that's why I always had issues with like anime clubs, both in high school and in like first half of college, because they only know anime and like, they don't like the other club members. They only know anime and they only know mainstream anime. They won't mess with like more obscure stuff like Escaflowne or Bobo. I mean, I don't expect them to, but then they're like looking at me like judgmentally. It's like, why are you watching these live action shows? It's like because I like Japanese shows regardless of what.
But apparently watching Korean dramas is acceptable.
Yeah, and so out of protest against the anime club at my community college, I started my own tokusatsu club, and I actually got anime voice actors to show up at our club meetings. And we took field trips to Japan on a monthly basis. Not Japan, Little Tokyo on a monthly basis. Yeah.
There you go.
Like in one of the cases, it's like we are more hands on.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that time that when Japan World Heroes was at Anaheim. Mm-hmm. You know, that 1 year, and Johnny Bosch had shown up. He wasn't a guest, but he just showed up for like a day or two. And since we're friends with him, I just walked up and I was just like, blah, blah. But all these people were giving me crap because they thought I had cut the line.
They're like, how dare you?
Yeah. They were all giving me, they were giving me the side eye, like, bro, the line's backed out, like, da. And the thing was,
give your balls a tug.
The thing was that our friend Polo was also there, and he heard everything that, and he looked at me and he's like, Steven, and he throws the table to the side and he's like, and I'm like, what's up? He's like, well, dude, I'm gonna go over here and go. He's like, no, you come here. Yeah, he like, no, put your bag down. You're here with friends. And at that point, everyone at line was like, what? Wait, you actually? And then he's like, Johnny. Yeah. Welcome to
the roadie club.
And then Johnny gets up and he sees me and he just gives me a big old hug. He's like, how have you been, man? Like that. I was like, hey, how's the kids? How's the family? And everyone in line, their jaws are dropped. Because they're just like, did we just insult Johnny's friend? Did we just? And I was like, to me, I'm like, I don't care, guys. I don't like. And next thing you know, I became his unofficial photographer. So each and one of those people that were giving me shit were like, they gave me their phones and they apologized. Every single person in that line apologized.
They got on their knees and told them.
They're like, you know. Yeah, they're like, please make it good. Please make my photo look good. I was like, bro, I could easily just throw the phone away, but I'm not that petty today. So I will take the best damn photo.
Y'all ain't petty like us New Yorkers. We would be.
No. I was like, I'm not petty today. If you had gotten me yesterday, I would have just been like,
no. See, like, yeah, Johnny's cool. Like I remember like when I saw him at Pasadena Comic Con like in 2012 22, I think it was. It's been like 3.5 years since the last time I saw him. I'm like, Johnny probably doesn't even remember me. It's like whatever, because it's been a while. It's like, hey man, hey, good to see you again. Hey, you turn, hey, like it's like you're having an anniversary birthday this year in such and such day. I'm not going to disclose my actual birth date, but it's like he remembers like the actual birthday, how old I'm turning. It's like hey, are you watching are you watching Revice? I know it's gonna like the season finale is gonna come out soon. I'm like, he's like, wow, it's like he actually remembers. Like it's cool. It's like I don't know why I questioned it in the first place, because like
if you're friends with someone, and again I have his confirmation, but again it's just like, dude, he's just a normal. Again, everyone's just normal people, and you got you regular ass dude, and respect the people as regular ass dudes. I got to hang out with the actor who was Gaim and also Solsuke from Go Onja this year, personally sitting down and talking to them with their translators. And I was like, it kind of feels like you're sitting down with an old friend, just like talking and just, that's pretty much what I say. Just enjoy the time. And if you have those moments, which again, hopefully with PMC coming up, we will have those moments again with guests and fellow fans and fellow nerds. Then please,
here's hoping.
Here's hoping. I with everything that's been announced, I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm going. I'm gonna
do my best.
I just hate that I can't afford the VIP dinner. I am never able to afford it.
Well, what I saw it and it's like, okay, but apparently they said like a helmet. Is that our own helmets, or are they actually giving helmets out? That
I'm assuming your own.
Yeah, because that's what I was like. There's no way that they're giving out like actual like prop helmets to get signed. I mean, like
it would be cool.
But I mean, what is it like? What is it like? $2,000 for that?
Actually, depending on who you go to, you could get it for $300.
Well, again, I know like what was it when Ryota was there? It was like 100 photo and signature.
Yeah.
So I was like, so roughly. So I would imagine. I'll imagine. We'll see what happens with Ein and with just to see what goes down. But definitely, I'm kind of
princess.
I'm kind of mad that I didn't get. I mean, I took a photo with Ryota. I didn't get a signature, and I wanted to get a signature on that banner that Mr. S gave me. So hopefully, but we'll see what happens.
Mr. S, I love him.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since 2019.
COVID. The whole COVID thing. That's what Jack has told me. So he might make an appearance soon. He said, but we'll see.
I miss seeing him, and it's like, like I remember having great stories exchanging with him and stuff, and I love how like in Matsuyama like there is a Russian speaking community, so it's like, oh, there's like a nice cultural exchange there. That's awesome. But anyways, so like I said. Like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Like we're doing 2 episodes of he just disappeared. Okay. As we said like about 15 minutes ago, we're doing one more episode of Blazar and one more episode of Build. And next week we're gonna go back to our regularly scheduled program because
back to normal.
Yeah, back to normal. We got Build. No, it's not that. We got Gotchard on Wednesdays, King Odra on Thursdays. Blazar is always on Tuesdays. We'll finally be caught up with Blazar probably the week after, so that's good. And so that's
I don't know what happened to me, guys. So we're wrapping up.
Yeah, and of course you can check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. This month we're gonna reference these guys from Hokuto in a different way because it is Crow Month. Our first movie, the 1994 Crow film, we will be doing on Saturday. So be sure to stick around for that. And we're going to do all 4 movies. And if you want to check out our personal content, let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Steve, where can the ladies and gentlemen and the human gears of the world find you?
It'll be on Instagram at The Sin Prince. I do art collabs. I do certain sketches and collaboration with people also. If you want a Sentai or a Rider drawing, I could totally do that for you. All commissions are welcome and they are fair.
Yeah, and Jared, how about you?
Find us over on Twitch and YouTube, Henshingate. Right now, I'm currently in the middle of revamping our logo. We're coming back fresh this year. New K-pop, new animes, new Toku. God, I hope Boom Boom is good.
Jesus, man. I
have
can't believe
that.
I cannot believe that those were actually real. I'm like, what?
Well, that's going to be one of our first videos up for the year. Our talk about the Boom Boom stuff. I have to edit it. I'm going to get it up. And then we're coming back with stuff fresh. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Once I get my rig set up, I'm going to start streaming this month, so stick around for that. I'm going to be doing a Mega Man Battle Network.
That's a good one,
baby. Jack
in.
Jack in, download, Battle Chip, in, download, Cyber Sword, Wide Sword, Long Sword, Program Advanced.
I'm about to go watch the show right now.
You gotta get Number Man, the best navi in that thing.
No, like honestly, Number Man's one of my favorites in Battle Network 5. Because it's like you throw a bomb dice and whatever it lands on, it will be the damage times 10. So it's like you like worst case scenario, you do 10 damage like you normally would. Best case scenario, you get 60 damage, which can be a nice chunk depending on who you're fighting. Really.
Yeah.
But I certainly like him better than who's there instead of Number Man? Was it? No, it's not Shadow Man. No, not Shadow Man's on the same. No, it's not Woodman. It's like because I know you got Knight versus Magnet. You got Gyro versus Shadow. Let's see. You got Napalm versus Tomahawk. Who? Oh, Searchman. Yeah, I like Number Man better.
That sounds lame as hell.
That's that. Yeah, that does.
It's like I don't care if you're a sniper. Like I like dice better. It's like what Bakura said. I like that word, die. It sounds like die.
Yep. Well.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and make sure you're being respectful to your fellow weebs at whatever convention you're attending, whether it's this weekend or 2 weeks from now. Have a good one. Bye.
Later, guys.
Peace.